Greetings, guys. Apollo Creed here, voice of the common man. Hope you're all well. Big love and respect to all my subscribers, sharers, commenters, likers and donators. Yous are the real, spreading the word of the common man. Big respect. So, this is just to break down the news that's come out this morning, alright? Just to break it down and make it a bit simpler for people so they understand. Now, it's come out that the Joyces are saying that they've seen Dickie Hickey's paperwork and that there's no NFAs on there whatsoever, okay? So, we already know Decca has admitted to having 2 NFAs, all right? So how can the paperwork that has been shown to the Joyces have no NFAs on it? I'll tell you how. Because the paperwork that's been shown to the Joyces isn't his subject access request, his SAR, which he said he was getting on the 5th of May, all right? Now, the paperwork that's been shown to the Joyces must have to be the paperwork that Dickie showed on his own podcast a few months ago from the ACRO office, the police certificate. Now, that will never show any NFAs, okay? The only paperwork that will show your NFAs is the SAR, which is the subject access request, which he said he was getting, okay? So obviously they can say there'd be no NFAs on the paperwork because he's shown them the certificate that he must have shown them on his own podcast that time. So it makes no sense whatsoever. So the SAR would show his NFAs. Dickie's already admitted to having 2 NFAs, so how can the paperwork that he's shown the Joyces be correct? Because they're saying it's got no NFAs on it. So that shows Dickie hasn't provided the subject access request, which he told all of the people he would provide. So he's obviously just shown them the police certificate and they've been happy with that, okay? But like I say, he already admitted to having 2 NFAs, okay? So he obviously hasn't shown them the SAR paperwork. So that's still up in the air because that's what he was promising to show the people that he'd applied for on the 5th of May, which would show all of his NFAs. But he obviously hasn't shown that because the Joyces are saying that they've seen paperwork and it's got no NFAs. Do you get what I mean, people? So he hasn't shown them the subject access request. I just thought I would update you with that because he's admitted to having 2 NFAs. So how can the paperwork not show NFAs? I'll tell you how, because it's not the right paperwork. It's not the subject access request. It's just a plain police certificate is shown from the ACRO office. So just to clear that up for people, big respect, voice of the common man.